Welcome back to HD Coin Value, your trusted source for everything about rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving into a fantastic coin, the 1959 USA 1-cent coin. This little piece of history is often overlooked, but it's a coin with a lot of potential. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, you won't want to miss what I have to say about this particular penny. Stay tuned as we explore why the 1959 1-cent is so valuable and how much it could be worth in the market today. Before we dive deep into the history and value of the 1959 USA 1-cent coin, let's take a quick look at its design and features. The 1959 penny, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, is famous for being the first year the reverse design changed. It marks a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history. This coin features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which became the standard design for pennies until 2008. Let's talk about the history behind the creation of the 1959 penny. In 1959, the U.S. Mint decided to update the reverse design of the 1-cent coin to honor the Lincoln Memorial. The original design, which had featured a simple wheat stalk reverse, had been in circulation since 1909. The new design, created by Frank Gasparo, was a tribute to Lincoln's legacy, specifically focusing on the iconic memorial built in Washington, D.C. This change symbolized the nation's respect for Lincoln, and it was a move to modernize U.S. coinage in the post-World War II era. The decision to update the design in 1959 came from a desire to reflect the changing times and pay tribute to one of the country's greatest leaders, Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln Memorial was completed in 1922, and by 1959, the coin's design was seen as an opportunity to celebrate Lincoln's enduring influence. The updated design not only honored Lincoln's memory, but also symbolized the United States' strength, unity, and continued prosperity. This moment in time marked a fresh new direction for the U.S. Mint and American coinage. One of the key reasons the 1959 1-cent coin is valuable is that it was part of a major design shift. The wheat cent design, which had been in circulation for nearly 50 years, was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. The reverse of the 1959 penny now featured a more detailed and intricate depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, complete with its columns and steps. This change made the 1959 penny an instant collectible, as it marked the beginning of a new era in U.S. coinage history. Now, let's talk about why the 1959 penny is so valuable. While the 1959 coin was struck in large quantities, there's one particular version that stands out: the 1959 penny without a mint mark. For most of U.S. coin history, coins struck in Philadelphia did not carry a mint mark, making the 1959 no mint mark penny somewhat rare compared to other pennies that were minted in Denver or San Francisco, which did feature mint marks. The 1959 no mint mark penny is special for a few reasons. First, as I just mentioned, it's rarer than its Denver counterpart, which is marked with a D. While the Philadelphia Mint typically didn't add a mint mark on coins produced there, this particular penny is part of a series where the P mint mark would not appear until much later, in 1980. The lack of a mint mark, combined with the fact that it was the first year of the new reverse design, makes the 1959 no mint mark penny particularly desirable to collectors. Aside from its rarity, the 1959 penny also holds cultural significance. It was released in the wake of the post-World War II economic boom, and was part of the optimism that characterized the late 1950s in America. During this period, the U.S. Mint was celebrating a new era of prosperity and peace. The coin became a symbol of hope and progress for the American public, and collectors took notice of its historic nature. Collectors are particularly fond of the 1959 no mint mark penny for several reasons. Not only is it a rare version of the Lincoln Memorial design, but it also marks the beginning of a new chapter in American coinage. If you own a 1959 penny, you're holding a piece of U.S. history that has both monetary and sentimental value. The combination of rarity, historical significance, and the design change makes it a must-have for any serious coin collector. As with all coins, the condition of the 1959 no mint mark penny plays a huge role in determining its value. A penny in pristine, uncirculated condition will naturally fetch a higher price than one that is worn or damaged. Coins that have been well preserved are more desirable to collectors because they maintain their historical integrity and aesthetic appeal. So, if you have a 1959 penny in good condition, you're sitting on a potential gold mine. If you're wondering just how valuable your 1959 no-mint-mark penny could be, getting it professionally graded is essential. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A coin with a grade of MS65 or higher can fetch a significant premium on the market. By sending your penny to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC, you can unlock its maximum potential value. It's a small investment that could pay off in a big way. So, how much can you sell your 1959 no-mint-mark penny for? In circulated condition, it typically sells for around $10 to $30. However, if you have an uncirculated coin in excellent condition, it can be worth much more. For example, a 1959 penny in MS65 or higher grade can fetch anywhere from $50 to $300, and some exceptional coins have even been known to sell for over $500 at auction. In extremely rare cases, a perfect specimen could bring in $1,000 or more. That's a pretty impressive return for a penny. As coin collecting continues to grow in popularity, the value of rare pennies like the 1959 no-mint-mark penny is expected to rise even further. Over time, collectors are starting to realize just how significant this coin is, and its demand is steadily increasing. The more people that learn about the value of the 1959 penny, the more likely it is that its value will climb in the coming years. So if you own one, now is the perfect time to hold on to it. If you're looking to add a 1959 no-mint-mark penny to your collection, there are plenty of places to check out. Local coin shops, online auction sites like eBay, and even reputable coin dealers are great sources for finding one. Just be sure to check the condition and authenticity of the coin before making any purchases, as this will significantly impact its value. If you're thinking about selling your 1959 penny, there are many options available to you. Online platforms like eBay and Etsy are great places to sell your coin to a global audience. If you prefer a more traditional route, you can take your penny to a local coin dealer or auction house. No matter where you sell it, make sure to get a fair price based on its condition and grade. If you want to get the best price for your 1959 no-mint-mark penny, it's important to preserve its condition. Store the coin in a protective holder or capsule to prevent it from being scratched, tarnished, or exposed to moisture. A well-preserved penny will always be more valuable than a coin that's been left exposed to the elements. So make sure to protect your investment. If you're looking at the 1959 no-mint-mark penny as an investment, it's definitely worth holding on to. As time goes on, rare coins like this one tend to appreciate in value, especially as more collectors enter the market. The longer you hold on to your penny, the more likely it is that you'll see a significant return on your investment. It's a smart way to preserve wealth while collecting a piece of American history. Another reason why the 1959 penny is so valuable is that US coins, particularly rare ones, are highly sought after by collectors around the world. US coins have a reputation for being some of the most beautifully designed and historically significant coins in the world. This international demand makes coins like the 1959 no-mint-mark penny even more valuable, as they are in high demand by collectors everywhere. There's something truly exciting about discovering a valuable coin in your collection. If you happen to find a 1959 no-mint-mark penny that's in great condition, you're in for a real treat. The thrill of unearthing a rare gem is what makes coin collecting so fun and rewarding. Whether you keep it for your own collection or decide to sell it for a profit, finding a coin like this is always an exciting experience. Looking ahead, the 1959 no-mint-mark penny is expected to continue growing in value. As more collectors recognize its rarity and significance, the demand will only increase, which means the price could go up. Whether you choose to sell or hold on to it, you're investing in a coin with a bright future. Next up, the 1978 USA 1-cent coin, also known as the 1978 Lincoln Memorial Penny. If you're someone who loves to discover hidden treasures in your coin collection, this is a coin that might just surprise you with its potential value. Stay tuned as we uncover why the 1978 penny is more valuable than you might think, and what its future holds in terms of market value. The 1978 USA 1-cent coin is part of the famous Lincoln Memorial series, which was first introduced in 1959. Featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, the 1978 penny is one of the most iconic coins in American history. However, it's not just its historical significance that makes this coin interesting. Its rarity, potential for future value, and appeal to collectors make it a coin that should not be overlooked. Let's dive deeper into the details. Before we talk about its value, let's explore the history of the 1978 penny. By 1978, the Lincoln Memorial design had already been in circulation for almost 20 years. This design was originally introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin shows the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to the 16th President of the United States, which became a symbol of strength, unity, and freedom. The 1978 penny is one of the coins that represent the nation's rich history and dedication to preserving the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. The 1978 1-cent coin features the traditional obverse design, which portrays the image of Abraham Lincoln in profile. On the reverse, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. The coin's composition at the time was 95% copper and 5% zinc, which was the standard for pennies before the changes that occurred in the mid-1980s. This design and metal composition, combined with its age, makes the 1978 penny a sought-after item for collectors. Now, why exactly is the 1978 penny valuable? The 1978 penny might not have a mint mark, but that doesn't mean it lacks rarity. In fact, this penny was minted in large quantities, making it somewhat common. However, there are several factors that make it a valuable collectible. The rarity of well-preserved specimens in mint condition, the historical importance of the coin, and the fact that it marks a time in U.S. coinage history when pennies were still made of copper all contribute to its appeal. When considering its future value, the scarcity of uncirculated or high-grade examples will play a huge role. So, what's the current value of the 1978 penny? If you have one in your collection, you're likely wondering how much it could sell for. The value of a 1978 penny depends on its condition. In circulated condition, it can typically fetch around 1 cent to 10 cents, as it is still relatively common. However, if you have an uncirculated penny, or one that is in exceptional condition, its value can increase significantly. In mint state, MS65 or higher, you can expect it to sell for $10 to $90 or more at auction or through a reputable dealer. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Coin grading is essential in determining the value of any coin, and the 1978 penny is no exception. When a penny is in mint state, meaning it has little to no signs of wear and tear, it can command a much higher price. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. For the 1978 penny, a grade of MS65 or higher could push its value upwards. A flawless coin in MS67 or MS68 could see its value go even higher. So, if you have a high-grade 1978 penny, you're looking at a valuable collector's item. You may be wondering, is the 1978 penny just valuable now, or will it become more valuable in the future? The answer is that the value of this coin is likely to rise as more people start to realize its potential. While many people might overlook it today, the 1978 penny is an important piece of American history. Over time, as the number of well-preserved coins decreases, the demand for high-quality examples will rise, which means the price could increase. So, holding on to this coin could be a wise decision for long-term collectors. One of the main reasons the 1978 penny can appreciate in value over time is due to the rarity of high-grade specimens. Most 1978 pennies in circulation have experienced some wear and tear, which reduces their value. However, uncirculated pennies, or those with minimal signs of aging, are much harder to come by. If you own a 1978 penny that is in pristine condition, it's important to take care of it, as this coin could become a valuable asset in the coming years. If you don't already have a 1978 penny in your collection and are wondering where to find one, there are plenty of places to look. Local coin shops, online auction sites like eBay, and coin dealers are great places to start your search. Just be sure to examine the condition of the coin carefully before making a purchase, as the value of the penny will be largely determined by its grade. Keep an eye out for coins in excellent condition, as they'll be the ones that have the greatest potential for appreciating in value. As of now, the 1978 1-cent coin in circulated condition is worth about 1 to 10 cents. However, coins that are in uncirculated or high-grade condition can fetch anywhere from $40 to $100 or more, depending on the grade. If you have a flawless 1978 penny in MS67 or higher, it could potentially fetch a few $100s. This may sound surprising, but the truth is that high-grade coins, especially ones from the 1970s, are highly prized by collectors and can command a premium price. To ensure that you get the most out of your 1978 penny, it's important to preserve it in the best condition possible. Store your penny in a protective holder or capsule to prevent damage, moisture, or tarnishing. If your penny is already in good condition, getting it professionally graded by a company like PCGS or NGC will give it a certified grade, which can significantly increase its market value. Having an authenticated grade will also give potential buyers confidence, making it easier to sell at a higher price. As the years go by, the 1978 penny could continue to rise in value. Coins from the 1970s are becoming more rare as time goes on, especially in uncirculated and mint condition states. The supply of high-grade 1978 pennies is limited, which makes them even more valuable to collectors who are looking for well-preserved coins. With the growing popularity of coin collecting and the increasing interest in US coins from this era, the value of the 1978 penny could experience a steady upward trend. Inflation plays a role in the value of all collectible items, including coins. As the value of the US dollar decreases over time, the value of rare and historically significant items, like the 1978 penny, tends to increase. This is because collectors are often willing to pay more for coins that represent a piece of the past, especially as the purchasing power of the dollar diminishes. As inflation continues to impact the economy, you may see the value of your 1978 penny rise as well. The Lincoln Memorial design is one of the most iconic and recognizable designs in American coinage. It's a tribute to one of the most revered figures in US history, and this makes the 1978 penny even more valuable. As time passes, people will continue to appreciate the design's historical and cultural significance, which will only increase demand for the 1978 1-cent coin, especially for those in top condition. In addition to its financial value, the 1978 penny holds sentimental and emotional value for many collectors. It's a coin that marks a significant time in American history, and owning one can provide a sense of connection to the past. For collectors who enjoy the history and story behind each coin, the 1978 penny is more than just a valuable asset. It's a piece of history that holds meaning. Next up, the 1969 USA 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark. You might think this coin is just another penny, but let me tell you, it holds incredible value and could be a hidden gem in your collection. Stick around to find out why. The 1969 USA 1-cent coin, part of the Lincoln Memorial series, is a fantastic piece of American history. This coin has piqued the interest of many collectors due to its age, rarity, and its historical significance. The 1969 penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with the Lincoln Memorial beautifully depicted on the reverse. While the 1969 penny may seem like just another coin to some, the truth is, it could be worth much more than you think, especially if you know what to look for. Let's first talk about the history behind the 1969 USA 1-cent coin. In 1909, the Lincoln cent was introduced, marking the first time a US coin featured a real person rather than an allegorical figure. The Lincoln Memorial design, which appears on the reverse of the 1969 penny, was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The 1969 penny was minted during a time when the US economy was experiencing significant growth, and this coin reflects that prosperous period in American history. The 1969 penny is visually stunning, with President Abraham Lincoln's profile taking center stage on the obverse. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, a majestic structure dedicated to one of America's greatest leaders. The coin's design is not just beautiful, but it's also rich in symbolism. The coin is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which was the standard for US pennies at the time. This composition makes the 1969 penny particularly interesting to collectors who are fascinated by the historical metal content used in American coins. You may be wondering why the 1969 penny is considered valuable. Well, while the 1969 penny was minted in large quantities, its value goes beyond just its historical design. The rarity and demand for specific high-quality examples make this coin highly sought after. The 1969 penny, without a mint mark, which was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, can be especially valuable depending on its condition. Most importantly, This coin represents a key moment in US coinage history, making it a prized possession for collectors. So, what is the current value of the 1969 USA 1-cent coin? The value can vary significantly depending on its condition. A typical circulated 1969 penny is worth just 1 cent. But that's not where the value ends. If your 1969 penny is in good condition and shows minimal wear, it could be worth between 10 and 30 cents. However, if your coin is in uncirculated or mint condition, its value can jump substantially. A high-quality 1969 penny, especially one with sharp details and no signs of wear, could fetch anywhere from $50 to $500 or more. The condition of a coin, known as its grade, plays a huge role in determining its value. The 1969 penny can be found in various grades, ranging from well-worn to uncirculated. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A penny in mint state, MS65 or higher, can be worth much more than one in lower grades. For instance, a 1969 penny in MS66 or higher can sell for $100 to $900, or even higher if it's in perfect, flawless condition. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Even though millions of 1969 pennies were minted, this coin has gained significant popularity among collectors. What makes the 1969 penny special is that it was produced during a time when the US economy was booming. Coins from this era often carry historical value because they represent the culture, economics, and political climate of the time. Over the years, the 1969 penny has become a staple in many coin collections, and its demand continues to rise, which is great news for anyone looking to sell. The most valuable 1969 pennies are those that do not feature a mint mark. This means the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, as opposed to the Denver or San Francisco mints, which can sometimes add extra value due to their rarity. While the Philadelphia Mint produced the majority of the 1969 pennies, those without a mint mark are still highly collectible. So, if you have one of these pennies in your collection, you could be sitting on a valuable piece of history. Coin values are influenced by many factors, including rarity, demand, and condition. As the years go by, certain coins, including the 1969 penny, tend to become more valuable because of their limited availability in top grades. The fact that many of these pennies have been heavily circulated means that uncirculated examples are becoming increasingly rare. As time passes, the demand for high-grade 1969 pennies will only increase, which could lead to a rise in their market value. As with many collectible items, the value of the 1969 penny is likely to appreciate over time. The rarity of coins in mint condition, combined with the growing interest in coin collecting, means that this penny could become a highly prized item in the years to come. Just like other coins from the 1960s, the 1969 penny could become even more valuable as it becomes harder to find in high grades. Collectors are always looking for coins that are rare, historical, and well-preserved, and the 1969 penny checks all of those boxes. If you're looking to add a 1969 penny to your collection, there are many places to find them. You can often find 1969 pennies in your spare change, especially if you frequent older areas or shopping centers. However, if you're looking for a high-grade coin, you may want to check with reputable coin dealers or online marketplaces like eBay, where collectors often sell their prized items. When purchasing, always make sure to check the coin's condition and authenticity to ensure you're getting the best value. When it comes to high-grade 1969 pennies, the sky's the limit in terms of value. Coins in excellent condition, such as those graded MS65 or higher, can fetch prices in the range of $40 to $300, or even higher depending on the coin's exact grade. On auction sites and at coin shows, you might see exceptional 1969 pennies selling for $1,000, or more if they are in perfect, uncirculated condition. The value of these coins could continue to rise as more collectors recognize their potential. If you happen to own a 1969 penny and want to sell it, you have several great options. Online auction sites like eBay are a great place to reach a large audience of buyers and collectors. Local coin shops and coin dealers are also excellent places to sell your 1969 penny, and they can often provide you with a fair price based on the coin's condition and current market trends. Don't forget to get your coin professionally graded if you think it might be worth a premium. Investing in rare coins like the 1969 penny is a fantastic way to diversify your collection and potentially make a profit. As demand for coins from the 1960s and earlier increases, the value of these pennies is expected to rise. The 1969 penny is a solid investment, especially if you manage to find one in top-notch condition. With so many collectors vying for well-preserved examples, this coin has the potential to appreciate in value, making it a smart choice for long-term investment. Aside from its monetary value, the 1969 penny carries emotional value for many collectors. It's a connection to a specific moment in history, a reflection of the times, and a physical piece of America's past. Owning a 1969 penny can be incredibly satisfying, especially when you know that your coin is part of a larger legacy of American currency. In conclusion, the 1969 USA 1-cent coin is much more than just a simple penny. With its historical significance, potential for future value, and strong demand among collectors, it's no wonder why it's become such a coveted item. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the 1969 penny is a coin you don't want to overlook. So, keep an eye out for this valuable piece of American history. It might just be worth more than you think. Next up, the 1965 USA 1-cent coin. Yes, that's right, the Lincoln Memorial penny from 1965. While many might see it as just another penny, this coin has garnered attention and significant value, making it a must-have for collectors. Stick around to discover why the 1965 penny is so special, how valuable it really is, and why people can't stop talking about it. The 1965 USA 1-cent coin is a fascinating piece of American history. At first glance, it may seem like a regular penny, but don't be fooled. This coin has a number of characteristics that make it particularly special. The 1965 penny was minted during a very interesting period in US history, a time of major economic changes, which adds to its rarity and appeal. But what really sets the 1965 penny apart? Well, there's much more to it than just its age. The 1965 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial series that was introduced in 1959. This design, created by Frank Gasparro, depicts the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse of the coin, which was added to commemorate the 150th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin features the iconic portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, showcasing him as one of the most revered figures in American history. The 1965 penny, however, was minted in a period of change. In 1965, the US government was experiencing a coin shortage, which led to the decision to stop minting silver coins and replace them with coins made of other metals like copper and nickel. The penny, which had previously been minted with a composition of 95% copper, was now made with 95% copper and 5% zinc, which gave it its distinctive color and appearance. Now, what makes the 1965 1-cent coin so special? There are several factors that contribute to its value. First, let's talk about the fact that it was minted during a transitional period for US coinage. As I mentioned, the US government was grappling with a coin shortage, and this change in the materials used to mint coins makes the 1965 penny a unique part of coin history. But it's not just the time period that gives this penny its value. The 1965 penny, without a mint mark, was produced in large quantities at the Philadelphia Mint. While this may not sound too special at first, keep in mind that the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. Coins that were produced during this time can be found in various grades, and higher grade examples can fetch impressive prices. The key here is condition, and the better the condition, the higher the value. The rarity of the 1965 penny lies in the fact that most of these coins were used in circulation for decades, meaning they've seen a lot of wear and tear. High quality, well-preserved examples are relatively scarce. This is exactly what makes the 1965 penny so highly sought after by collectors. If you come across a 1965 penny that is in mint condition, you may have just found yourself a hidden treasure. The current value can vary greatly depending on the coin's condition and whether or not it's been graded. A typical, circulated 1965 penny is worth its face value, just 1 cent. However, as we all know, the value of a coin skyrockets when it's in excellent condition. A 1965 penny in well-preserved or uncirculated condition can fetch anywhere from $30 to $400. Now, here's where things get really exciting. The 1965 penny, when graded at higher levels, can be worth significantly more. For example, a coin graded MS-65 or higher, meaning it's in almost perfect condition, could sell for $500 or even more, depending on the market and demand at the time. The reason why the 1965 penny is considered expensive, especially in higher grades, comes down to a few key factors. First, as mentioned earlier, the 1965 penny was minted during a time of major economic change in the US, making it a rare piece of history. Second, the minting of these coins wasn't as perfect as today's minting processes, so coins with minimal wear, good design, and clear details are much harder to find today. This increases their rarity and demand. Another reason for the high value of the 1965 penny is its composition. The copper and zinc blend used in the 1965 penny is part of what makes it so interesting to collectors. Over the years, coins made with this material have become valuable because of the historical and economic context of their creation. When it comes to determining the value of a 1965 penny, coin grading plays an essential role. As with any coin, its grade can significantly affect its market price. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with 70 being considered perfect. A coin in higher grades is more valuable than one that has been worn down from circulation. A 1965 penny in MS65 or higher is likely to attract significant interest from collectors. Coins that are graded higher, such as MS67 or MS68, are even rarer and can command higher prices. This is because collectors are always searching for well-preserved examples to add to their collections, and when they find one, they're willing to pay top dollar to own it. Why do so many people want to own a 1965 penny? And why is it so attractive to collectors? Well, there are a few reasons. First, it's part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which is one of the most iconic and beloved designs in US coin history. The Lincoln Memorial on the reverse is a symbol of American history, and Abraham Lincoln's image on the obverse has a timeless appeal. The 1965 penny also represents an important moment in US coinage history, the transition from the use of silver to more affordable metal compositions. This historical significance adds to the coin's value, making it a highly desirable piece for collectors who specialize in US coins from this era. What's even more exciting is that the 1965 penny is likely to continue appreciating in value as time goes on. As fewer and fewer high-grade examples are found, the value of well-preserved 1965 pennies will likely increase. If you're holding on to a 1965 penny in excellent condition, it could be a great investment for the future. As the coin collecting market grows and more people become interested in collecting rare coins, the demand for pieces like the 1965 penny will continue to rise. It's a great time to invest in these coins while they are still relatively affordable. So, how do you know if your 1965 penny is valuable? The best way to start is by inspecting its condition. Look for signs of wear, scratches, and fading. A penny in excellent condition will have sharp details, clear lettering, and minimal wear on Lincoln's portrait and the Lincoln Memorial. If your coin is shiny, without any noticeable wear, it could be worth much more than just 1 cent. If you're not sure about the condition or grade of your coin, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded by an expert. A certified grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can help you assess the true value of your 1965 penny. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1965 penny, there are plenty of options available. Online marketplaces such as eBay are great places to buy and sell coins, and they provide a wide range of pricing based on the coin's condition. You can also visit your local coin dealers or attend coin shows, where you might find a wide selection of valuable coins. When selling, be sure to get the best possible value for your 1965 penny by ensuring it's in the best possible condition, and by using a reputable seller or auction house. To sum it all up, the 1965 USA 1-cent coin is a valuable, highly collectible, and historically significant piece of American coinage. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a newcomer to the hobby, this penny offers something special. From its transitional role in US minting history to its potential for future value appreciation, the 1965 penny is definitely a coin worth keeping an eye on. Next up, the 1979 USA 1-cent coin, without a mint mark. You may be wondering, what makes this penny so special? Well, in this video, we're going to explore the rich history, current value, and potential future of this fascinating coin. You'll also discover the best places to buy and sell it, as well as the steps you can take to ensure you get the highest possible value for your coin. Stick with us, this coin has some serious potential. The 1979 USA 1-cent coin may seem like just another penny from the late 20th century, but when you dig deeper, you'll realize that it holds a special place in the world of numismatics. This coin was part of the regular circulation issue of US pennies, and, while not initially regarded as rare, it has become a highly sought-after piece over time due to its unique characteristics and historical context. The 1979 penny was minted during an era when the US was experiencing significant changes in its coinage. The coin was part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which was designed by Frank Gasparo. The design on the reverse of the coin features the iconic Lincoln Memorial building, symbolizing the dedication to one of the nation's most beloved presidents, Abraham Lincoln. In 1979, the penny was still composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a formula that had been in use since the early 1900s. However, a few years later, the US Treasury would begin experimenting with different metals, such as copper-plated zinc, in an effort to reduce production costs. For now, the 1979 penny stands as a representation of the last full year of the classic copper composition before the transition took place in the 1980s. So, what makes the 1979 penny valuable? While the minting process itself wasn't particularly rare, there are several factors that contribute to the growing value of these coins. One of the primary reasons the 1979 penny has become valuable is because of the minting errors and variations that exist within the series. Some 1979 pennies were struck with errors, such as double dies or other misprints, making them highly sought after by collectors. If you find a 1979 penny with a noticeable error, you could be holding onto a coin worth significantly more than its face value. As with all coins, the value of the 1979 penny depends largely on its condition. Coins that have been well preserved, with minimal wear and crisp details, are far more valuable than those that have circulated heavily. A 1979 penny in mint condition can command higher prices, especially when graded by professional services like the PCGS or NGC. Though the 1979 penny was made from the standard copper and zinc alloy, the increasing value of copper over time has also contributed to the coin's worth. As the price of copper has risen, many collectors and investors are beginning to pay attention to older pennies, such as the 1979 issue, that contain a significant amount of copper. So, how much is the 1979 penny worth today? The value of this coin varies depending on factors such as its condition and whether it has any notable errors or variations. For a typical 1979 penny in circulated condition, the value is close to its face value, 1 cent. However, coins that are in uncirculated condition or have been graded highly can command much higher prices. An uncirculated 1979 penny could be worth between $30 and $700, depending on its grade and market demand. Now, here's where things get really interesting. If you come across a 1979 penny that has a minting error, the value could be significantly higher. For example, there were some notable double-die errors in the 1979 penny series, where the obverse image, the Lincoln portrait, is doubled. These coins are incredibly rare and can fetch thousands of dollars in the right condition. For example, a 1979 penny with a double-die error can easily sell for $1,000 or more, and in some cases, the most well-preserved examples can go for several $1,000s. This is why it's incredibly important to examine your coin closely to see if you have a rare version of the 1979 penny. Determining the value of your 1979 penny involves inspecting its condition and looking for any potential errors. If you notice any doubling on the letters, numbers, or Lincoln's image, you could be in possession of a very valuable coin. If your coin is in good condition but doesn't have any errors, it's still worth checking to see if it's been graded. Coins that are graded by services like PCGS or NGC can fetch higher prices due to their certified condition. Even without errors, a well-graded coin can still be worth more than you think. If you're looking to buy a 1979 penny, there are a few great places to start. You can visit online auction sites like eBay, where sellers offer a wide range of coins, including the 1979 penny in various conditions. Be sure to check the seller's ratings and reviews to ensure you're buying from a reputable source. If you already own a 1979 penny and are considering selling it, you can do so through online marketplaces, local coin dealers, or even at coin shows. Many coin dealers will offer to buy valuable coins directly from collectors, and you may be able to negotiate a fair price. This is the million-dollar question. Should you hold on to your 1979 penny, or should you sell it? Well, if your coin is in excellent condition or has a minting error, it's definitely worth holding on to for a while. Coins like these can appreciate in value over time, and there's a chance that the coin could be worth even more in the future as demand continues to grow. However, if you find that you have a 1979 penny in poor condition or without any errors, you may want to consider selling it while there's still some demand. Coins like these can still sell for a decent amount, and selling them now could allow you to reinvest in other rare coins with higher potential for growth. As coin collectors' interest in vintage pennies continues to grow, the 1979 penny is likely to appreciate in value over time. If you have an error coin, or if your penny is in pristine condition, you could see its value increase in the coming years. The rise in copper prices also means that the value of these older pennies could continue to climb, especially if they are in good shape. If you want to maximize the value of your 1979 penny, there are a few steps you can take. First, make sure it's kept in the best condition possible. Store it in a protective holder or capsule to prevent it from getting scratched or damaged. Second, consider getting your coin professionally graded. A certified grading service can help establish the coin's authenticity and provide a condition rating that will increase its appeal to potential buyers. To wrap things up, the 1979 USA 1-cent coin is a valuable, historically significant coin that continues to capture the interest of collectors. Whether you have an error coin, one in excellent condition, or just a regular 1979 penny, there's potential for profit if you know what to look for. With the right care and attention, your 1979 penny could be worth much more than its face value. So, if you're holding on to a 1979 penny, it's time to take a closer look and see if you have a treasure on your hands. Thanks for tuning in today, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting videos on valuable coins right here at HD Coin Value. Keep collecting, and until next time, happy hunting.